welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Fingers Crossed. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I know for the past, I think 7 videos, it's all been about skincare, peel off masks, things like that. But today I thought I would try out some beginner friendly eyeshadows. Now this is going to be kind of like a showdown because I actually have 2 products and I'm going to weigh them against each other to see which is better. In my humble opinion. The first one is the really popular, I think it went viral maybe 1 or 2 years ago, and it's the 16 brand One Swipe eyeshadow, or they call it like an eye magazine. This has been so popular that they've actually now I think expanded their collection to include more colors, and the one I have here is kind of like a pinkish tone, and importantly they have actually changed their brush. So I do have the old one right here that I'll do a side-by-side comparison, but the new one is actually curved, so it's supposed to help I think fit your eye shape better and to really help it apply nicer. Now this one retails for about maybe $16 to $17, honestly depending on where you get them. The second product that I'm trying out is actually April Skin's Duo Eyeshadow. Now this is not supposed to be one swipe in that sense, but they have marketed it heavily to be very easy to use, very quick, so I feel like they are very similar in that sense. But I will say this only costs, I think if I'm not mistaken, $25 in Singapore. And this comes with 2 colors with it inside. So in that sense, I guess it's a little bit more economical compared to the 16 brand one, where all of them are actually individually packaged, the different colors that they have. And this one is a slightly unique in that it's not a brush, but it's a circular sponge. I guess that's how I can describe it. Okay, it's a little bit messy because I have tried to use it briefly because I wanted to know how to do it, because for some reason I couldn't find any like videos that would teach me how to use this thing, so I have tried it on a little bit. So I'm going to be trying the 16 brand one on this side of my eye and the April Skin one on this one. Now for primer, I don't really use primer like eyeshadow primers, but I just thought I would go over with some concealer on my eyelids and then I'll hop right into using this. So let's get right to it. So I'm going to go in with this color because this is really quite similar to one of the shades inside the April Skin. And I'm going to take a larger proportion of the red because I want to see how pigmented it is, the darker shade, and how well it blends. So I'm just going to put it at the end. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start in the center, then I'm going to go over like left and right, like a windshield wiper. Windshield wiper? I guess that's what it's called. I don't know. Maybe I took too much red. I think I took too much of the bottom layer. I'm just gonna do one more time. I feel like the color pigmentation from the top color is not as strong and vibrant. I don't know if it's my skin tone or what, but it's just not as vibrant and there's a very clear-cut line. So I'm just gonna try and get a brush first and see if I can blend it out a little bit. So now that I've blended it out, I feel like it's a little bit better because they don't really have an intermediary color. It's just 2, right? And the pigmentation of the first one is not super strong. So because of that, it might look a little harsh. So I think once you blend it out, it actually looks okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think overall it's not too bad. It fits my eye shape really nicely. So it does get me like a decent amount. Yeah, okay, I quite like this. I am going to tidy it up a bit. Okay, actually I didn't bother tidying up. I just did like I did the same way I did and then I just went this way and it looks quite okay. So I think this is quite beginner friendly. I quite like this one. I think it looks decent. You don't have to know how to blend or like mix colors. If you're not very adventurous, you know, you can just stick to this and you don't have to buy any brushes. Like this would be good enough, so you save a lot of money. So if you're wanting to try eyeshadow, I would say this is actually a pretty good option. And I really like that they have instructions on the back to actually show you how you can create like 3 different looks. Basically you just take different amounts, I guess, of the darker shade to really help create like a natural look or more smoky eye. So I think that's great because it really might not be as intuitive as people think when you're new to makeup, like how to use certain products. So this is a great start, like a great starter kit to include in someone's like makeup pouch if they're new to makeup and they don't want to buy a whole palette, you know, might be too expensive, I don't know. So I think for $17, based on the price that I saw, can't remember how much it costs in Korea, it's pretty good. I just wish that there was maybe a little more of an intermediary color. Otherwise, you really have to blend it out a bit more to make it not so harsh if you're taking a lot of the bottom shape. And I can do the under eye here pretty easily with this brush because it's thin enough as well that it doesn't make like a huge mess. So quite nice. I quite like it, I would say. Now let's move on to the other side. Okay, so for this side, they do have two colors. I'm gonna go with the second one just because the color actually looks the most similar to this palette over here. Now this one, unlike the other one, actually has three shades. So they have a kind of beige brown shade, then a darker pink shade, which is like this one, but they also have a bottom brown shade, which I guess kind of acts like your eyeliner effect. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to try this out and let's go. Oh, they come with a mirror. Okay, that's quite nice because the other one didn't have a mirror. I had to use my own mirror, so I like that this one has a mirror. That's pretty good. 1 point. Okay, let me try. Do I have to press it down a little bit? Okay, I don't have a lot of product, but I think this will work. I've done a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna try. I think I have a lot of product actually on this. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, the color is slightly less vibrant. I don't know if it's because I didn't pick up as much pigmentation. I'm gonna go over it one more time and see how. I'm gonna get a slightly more of the top color as well. To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing this right because I don't want to go super hard because I'm a little scared. Like if I press it down. Okay, I definitely need to edit this a little bit more. I kind of went a little bit too crazy at the side here. So based on what I can see in the mirror, because I can't see the camera screen and all that, I do think the colors are actually really similar. I'm shocked at how similar the colors are. But on the other hand, just looking at the April Skin one alone and the application process wise, I would say that this too, okay, it definitely has its pros and cons. So firstly, I think because of the nature of the circular shape, it is a little bit harder to get the corner of my eye. I just have to maneuver it and really like be very careful so that I don't get too much product near my nose, which was actually what happened. So I had to clean it up a little bit. I think if you use your fingers, maybe it'll be easier and maybe it'll be better to also pick up the pigmentation. So that was a bit more difficult and not as easy compared to the One Swipe 16 brand eyeshadow. And on the other hand though, this one, because I guess it's a sponge that has more surface area, when I was going back and forth, it actually helps to blend the eyeshadow a little bit better compared to the other one. Like the lines weren't as harsh, so I guess there's that benefit to it. But which one was easier to use? For me, it has to be the One Swipe 16 brand eyeshadow. I really think that's slightly more easier to use and a little bit more intuitive. This one I feel like I don't really know what to do with the two. Do I press in hard, or what do I do with it? How do I avoid the corners? So it's a little bit, just have to be a bit more careful in that sense, and you really have to know where you are going back and forth with it. If I had to pick my favorite though, I think I would lean towards the 16 brand, solely because I feel like it's truly like an all-in-one product. I can even do like the under eye like I did with this brush over here, and that's not something I can do with the April Skins one. And I like the fact that I really can make good use of the brush. I feel like even though this helps to blend it a bit better, the sponge, I would prefer to use my hands just because I have a little bit more control and I don't have to do as much cleaning up. So for that reason, I'm just really leaning a little bit more to the 16 brand, especially because I think for like Korean style makeup, I think there's just a little bit more glitter or sparkle within that eyeshadow formula that really helps to make the makeup pop a bit more. So for me, I definitely prefer the 16 brand, but I can see why some people like the April Skin. I mean, because you do get two palettes for the price of one, and if you use your hands, if you really don't like the two, then I think it works fine. And there's 3 colors, so you even can get like your eyeliner done with it. So there is that benefit. But for me personally, I really like the 16 brand one. I think it's very convenient, like especially if you're traveling, like this would be so easy because you don't even have to bring the brush, and this can do the blending, this can do the under eye. It's just easy. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like it. I'm pretty sure, actually, I'm very sure, that the next Fingers Crossed episode is going to be another mask from a very popular drama. But if you guys want to see me test out more makeup, then please leave a comment below and tell me, because I'm really not the best with makeup. That's why beginner like eyeshadow works for me. I feel like I'm not there yet with my makeup skills. I'm gonna be very 100% honest. So for me, a newbie, to test this, it was pretty like good, but in terms of other products, I'm not as confident. But if that's something you guys want to see, make sure you leave a comment down below, and also make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Fingers Crossed episodes come out almost every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Singapore time. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.